Hello, and in this video we'll be discussing Article 110.19, which is about light and power from railway conductors. This section of the NEC sets a safety rule regarding electrical circuits used for lighting and power in buildings. It specifically addresses situations where these circuits might be connected to a railway system that uses trolley wires for power. What are trolley wires? Trolley wires are overhead wires that electric trains or trolleys use to draw power. These wires carry high voltage electricity to the trains. The ground return refers to a system where the electrical current flows back to the power source through the ground rather than through a separate wire. While this system works for trains, it creates specific safety concerns when trying to connect regular electrical circuits for lighting or power, like what you would find in buildings, to the same system. So what does this rule say? Well, Article 110.19 says that lighting and power circuits, like for lights, electrical outlets, and other equipment, should not be connected to systems that have trolley wires with a ground return. This is a safety rule because the electrical setup used for trolley systems can be very different from what we use in homes or buildings. The ground return system could be dangerous if it is connected to regular electrical circuits. The ground used by trolley systems may not be safe for other circuits, and mixing these systems could lead to electrical hazards. Why was this rule created? The purpose of this rule is to protect people from the risk of electrical shock and other dangers that can occur if regular electrical circuits are mistakenly connected to a railway system. Since trolley systems use different types of wiring and safety mechanisms, trying to connect your lighting or power circuits to them could create unsafe conditions, such as electric shock, fire, or damage to equipment. In short, this rule helps keep electricity flowing safely and separately between different systems. However, there is an exception to this rule. It is allowed to connect lighting and power circuits to a trolley system in car houses, powerhouses, or stations that are part of the electrical railway operation. These are specific locations where the electrical system of the railway are safely set up and controlled, so the risk is lower and the connection is more manageable. Why is this exception important? Because in car houses, powerhouses, or stations for electric railways, the electrical systems are specifically designed to handle both the trolley system and the regular electrical circuits safely. These locations are built to handle the unique risks of connecting the two systems. For example, a car house is a building where trains and trolleys are stored and maintained, and it is safer to connect power circuits for lights and equipment to the railway system in these controlled environments. In these areas, the electrical systems are designed with extra precautions to prevent unsafe interactions between the trolley system and the lighting/power system. Now let's walk through an example to help us understand. Imagine you are working in a train station where the trains use overhead trolley wires to draw power. The trolley system is a high voltage setup that uses the ground to complete the circuit. Now, in the station building itself, you need to set up regular electrical circuits for lights and outlets to power things like lights, computers, or fans. If you mistakenly connect these regular circuits to the trolley wires, it could cause serious safety issues. Why? Because the trolley system uses ground return, which isn't safe for regular electrical systems. It could lead to electric shocks, fire risks, or damage the equipment. This is why the NEC says you shouldn't connect the two. But if you're working inside a train maintenance facility or electric railway power station, places where they maintain or control the trolley system, it's okay to make that connection because the electrical setup in these places are designed for that purpose. In short, Article 110.19 says you can't connect lighting and power circuits to systems with trolley wires that use a ground return. The reason is to prevent unsafe electrical conditions because trolley systems are built differently and might cause hazards when mixed with standard electrical circuits. The exception is that the connection is allowed in specific areas like train maintenance facilities or railway stations, where the electrical systems are properly designed for both trolley and regular circuits. This helps keep everything running safely and prevents dangerous electrical situations.